Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Amy Cooper. Today I'm going to show you how to create a really easy, quick, beautiful eye makeup only using 4 colors. I'm using Stila for today's eye tutorial and it's in the palette called Soul. This is one of my absolute favorites. Perfect amount of like cool and warms together, a couple of mattes and a couple of shimmers. I'm only going to use 4 colors today. Super easy. Cool, I think that's all I want to say. I'm going to move you a little bit closer so you can see what I'm doing. First of all, before we even touch eyeshadows, we want to prime our eyelids with a eye priming product. The reason why we want to do this first is because our eyelids produce quite a lot of natural oils. So when you put any eyeshadows on top of your eyelids, they are going to crease quite quickly. I don't know if you've ever realized, like, you've gone to work or you've gone to an event, you look in the mirror a couple of hours later and your eyeshadow is like completely gone, or there's quite a lot of creasing on your eyelid. That's because you probably haven't primed your eyes. Now, there's a couple of different products that you can use for eye priming. So an example of this would be something like this product. So this is MAC's Prep and Prime. It's their 24-hour Extend Eye Base. This particular one has no color. So when you put it on your eye, you'll still be able to see all your eye colors through this product, which is totally fine. Then you have products that have color in them. Another example is MAC's Groundwork. This is just in a smaller tub for my kit. So when you pop this on the eyelid, you're gonna get a color on the lid. So these come in a couple of different colors. Another inexpensive way to prime your eyelids, if you're sitting there and you're like, oh my gosh, it's another product that I have to buy, this is a joke, just use your normal concealer. So I've got Tarte's Shape Tape here. I'm gonna use that today. I would say like a medium texture coverage would be perfect for an eye primer. The only thing I probably wouldn't recommend if you're sitting there and you're trying to think about products that you already have sitting at home, a face primer isn't the right consistency for your eyes. They're usually a little bit too thin and they're not gonna do the job that we want them to do. Now you want an even amount all over the lid, and then I'm gonna go up into the brow bone as well. Cool, so as I mentioned before, I'm using the Stila eye palette. This is in the color Soul. So the first step for this eye look is a transition shade. A transition shade or a crease color is usually put in your crease, and it's the color that goes in between your dark color and your light color to transition them together. So I'm actually going to use this matte medium brown. It's a little bit more on the warmer side, which is perfect for the crease. To place the color on the lid, I'm going to use a fluffy brush. This is MAC's 217. I'm going to evenly coat it as well, so the brush has quite a good amount of product on there. Give it a tap. And we're going to start on the outer corner of the eye in line with your lashes. And we're just going to press that on there. From there, we're going to pop it into the crease using sweeping motions. So I'm going to bring it up towards the bone, brow bone. So it's almost like contouring the eye. So it's kind of almost pushing this brow bone back a little bit and giving it a little bit more shape. Continuing on, I'm going to still take that shade and I'm going to sweep it down onto my bottom lash line. And then we're connecting those into the corner where the eye meet. What's everyone doing while we're all in isolation? I started a puzzle today and we're about to finish The Office. We have 3 episodes left. That is color 1 done. The color 2, we're going to darken up the eye a little bit. I'm actually going to stick with this brush, and the color I'm going to use is this dark brown. I should probably tell you the color names, shouldn't I? First color that we used, the middle tone brown. This one's called Individual, and the darker brown we're going to go in with now is called Being. We're going to follow the same kind of shape that we did with the crease color. We're just not going to go as far across the eye. So going to start off in the outer corner and press that in. And then we're gonna go up into the crease a little bit, but we're gonna stay really on that kind of outer third of the eye. And then I'm just gonna go in between those two shapes. And you can see we're starting to create like a V with the darker color. Now there's different ways to move your brush. You might wanna do back and forth motions. You might wanna do little circles. You might wanna press and like almost stamp the color in and kind of give it a wiggle. I would just say like try each one and see what feels most natural to you. When there's less product on the brush, I'm just gonna go half of the crease and darken that up a little bit too. We're also gonna do this step underneath the lower lash line. I am gonna switch brushes. I'm gonna go to Max 239. It's got a flat side, but it's also kind of fluffy at the same time. For the darker color, I'm going to put the color right on the tip of the brush and really blend it close to the lashes. I'm going about halfway across the eye. I'm not going right into the inner corner with this color. My eyes are quite small, so I don't want to darken them up too much and close it up. I want to open the eyes. All right, that's color 2 done. So color 3 is our lid color. You could do whatever you want in this step. The color I'm gonna do today is called Affection. I also love this kind of goldy tone. You could go more gray if you want to. Pretty much any color will look beautiful. So the brush I'm gonna stick with is the 239, but I'm gonna use the flat side of the brush, and this is gonna help pack the color on. And all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna press this onto my eyelid, stopping where that first crease color was. So I'm just going to pop it on the lid. I'm not going to go higher than that. And then I'm going to connect it with that darker color on the outer crease and popping it all across the lid. A little bit on the lower lash line, more towards the inner corner of the eye. You can always have a tissue handy and just wipe off the excess if you need. I'm just gonna go in with that darker brown color again and just kind of blend the two colors together. I love that color though, I think it's so beautiful. Cool, so for the last color, we're gonna finish off with a little bit of a lighter shimmer. It's gonna help open up the eyes and really make them pop. I might go that one. I wanna go a little bit more flatter with our brush choice. This is the Morphe M421. I'm gonna start off on my lid in the inner corner and then making my way into almost like the tear duct. And then I'm also going to pop a little bit of this on the brow bone. If you go too far, you can just go in with your fluffy brush from before and dull it down a little bit if you need. The reason why we wanted that first color to be matte, once you add that shimmer, the brow bone and that shimmer on the lid, it's quite shimmery already. So we're balancing it out by using two matte shade. It would be quite a lot if they were shimmery as well. And then you can just play with the tones. If you want to make it darker, you could add more of that darker brown or even that first middle brown. And that's it. That is your 4 color eyeshadow done. Super easy. I'm going to whack on a little bit of eyeliner and mascara to finish off the look, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Awesome guys, we are done. It was a really easy, quick eye makeup tutorial using 4 colors. Hope you guys like it. It's also very changeable depending on what you wanted to do. Perfect technique to practice while you're stuck at home. Thanks so much for watching guys. Please give this a thumbs up. You can also subscribe or leave me a comment if you like, and I'll see you in my next video.